The Young and the Restless promises plenty of drama as a relationship once considered unbreakable begins to crumble, and new discoveries in a case could leave one character facing a wrongful conviction. Things seem to be taking a turn for the worse. Jack kicks Diane Abbott out of the Abbott mansion, a place once filled with love and joy between Jack Abbott and Diane, now the center of conflict and heartache. Their relationship begins to unravel, culminating in Jack asking Diane to leave the mansion. This not only leaves Diane stunned, but also creates unpredictable consequences. Diane, hurt and desperate, seeks out Tracy, Jack's sister, to confide in. She emotionally talks about how Jack, the man she loved with all her heart, asked her to move out of the mansion. Meanwhile, Tracy is shocked to hear about the breakdown of a relationship she once believed was unshakable. The fierce battle between Jack and Diane has pushed their relationship to the brink of collapse. Their star-studded romance seems unable to withstand the growing pressure. The stress of arguments, accusations, and hidden secrets has left them unrecognizable to each other. This not only affects their relationship, but could also shape the Abbott family, especially Tracy, who has been trying to keep the peace. New evidence in Heather's case. While the Abbotts' lives are falling apart, tensions over Heather's case are also rising. Chance Chancellor, who is investigating Heather's mysterious death, has his forensic team search Daniel's apartment. At the scene, one of the police officers makes a shocking discovery. This evidence could completely change the direction of the investigation. Is this evidence that could land Daniel in jail, or is it bad news for Sharon Newman? Sharon tried her best to cover up any possible clues to her, but things didn't go as smoothly as she expected. On the night of Heather's death, Sharon acted too carelessly. She didn't remember everything that happened, and this made her a potential suspect. However, Sharon wasn't a cold-blooded killer. She did everything in a state of chaos, and her rash actions could cost her dearly. Daniel worried when Danny Romolotti contacts. Amidst the legal storm, Daniel received a video call from his father, Danny Romolotti. Although Danny was busy with his world tour, he still tried to stay in touch with his son when he heard about Daniel's troubles. The call between father and son was not only a comfort for Daniel during this difficult time, but also an important exchange of information. Daniel, worried and confused, told his father about the new evidence that had emerged during the investigation. This evidence not only made Daniel look bad, but also made him fear that the police would come and arrest him at any moment. The tension in his voice was evident as he admitted to his father that things were so bad that he was mentally preparing for arrest. Danny, with the love and protection of a father, tried to reassure his son. But deep down, he was worried. He knew that without solid evidence to clear Daniel's innocence, his son could face a future filled with pain and injustice. With new evidence found at the scene and growing concerns about Daniel's legal status, the question is whether Sharon has the courage to come forward and tell the truth. Sharon isn't sure if she was responsible for Heather's death, but she knows she can't keep the truth hidden forever. However, if she confesses, it could land her in jail and lose everything she's worked so hard to protect. Meanwhile, Daniel is on the ropes. If he's convicted of Heather's murder, his life will be ruined. But if Sharon doesn't have the courage to admit what happened, he could suffer the consequences for a crime he didn't commit. The story of the Young and the Restless is taking viewers on an emotional journey where hidden truths can change everything. Love, betrayal, and loyalty are all put to the test. Will Sharon confess and protect Daniel from a wrongful conviction? Or will Daniel face his own cruel fate while trying to protect the truth? Only time will tell. More details will be revealed next Monday, bringing viewers closer to the truth. What happens between Jack and Diane, and between Sharon and Daniel, will all contribute to creating a dramatic story interwoven with family love and the fight for justice. Let's wait and see who will pay the price and who will be saved in this relentless battle. Subscribe to Yonder to stay up to date with the latest news on our channel. In the dramatic world of the Young and the Restless, a seemingly stable relationship between Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins Abbott is on the brink of collapse. However, their dramatic behavior leaves viewers wondering, is this really a marital crisis, or just an elaborate plan to avoid Victor Newman, who has always had the ambition to control everything and everyone around him? Jack and Diane used to be an admirable couple, but in recent months, conflicts have begun to simmer and explode in a public way, something that is rare for Jack. Things have become more tense when the couple decides to go public with their private problems. A series of heated arguments have occurred, but the explosion right in front of Victor Newman at the Grand Phoenix Athletic Club, GCAC, is an unusual sign. Under Victor's watchful eyes, both Jack and Diane seem to have lost their inherent self-control. The big question is, why do they let their private lives become the subject of gossip? Is their relationship really broken beyond repair, or is it all just a ploy to distract Victor and his other enemies? It's easy to feel that Jack and Diane's arguments could stem from genuine marital tension. Diane, an ambitious and resourceful woman, may be trying to maintain her position in the Abbott household. Meanwhile, Jack, who has always been loyal to his family and Abbott, is dragged into family and company tensions and dealing with Victor. However, the way they both handle the situation seems to suggest otherwise. They may be making things up. Even when there are real problems, Jack and Diane have always been able to keep their heads down, especially when they know that they are being watched by people like Victor. So why did they show such weakness this time? Was it all just an act to distract the enemy, or did their relationship really fall apart? Another interesting point in this story is the connection between Jack and Audra. Although Jack was close to Audra for a short time, he was quite vague about working with her long term. This raises the question, why would Jack need Audra if he had his own plans with Diane? Audra, who risked breaking an NDA with Victor to reveal information to Jack about Victor buying Glissade, seems to have been left hanging after all the risks she took. This revelation comes as a huge shock when Jack realizes that Victor is plotting to take over Glissade, a potential company that Jack is also targeting. However, after receiving information from Audra, Jack did not mention anything more about cooperating with her. Why is that? Does Jack really need Audra, or has he prepared a counterattack plan without her help? Victor, with his ambitious plans, has always been the one to challenge Jack in both work and personal life. Victor's acquisition of Glissade is just one of his steps in his plan to control everything, including Jack and the Abbott family. However, with what Jack and Diane are showing, it cannot be ruled out that they are plotting a counterattack, or even a larger plan, to deal with Victor. Both Jack and Diane are not people who are easy to manipulate. Although it seems like their marriage is in trouble, it is possible that they are working together to create a strategy to repel Victor and protect the Abbott family from his encroachment. Whatever Jack and Diane's true intentions, one thing is clear: their relationship is at a crossroads. The heated arguments are not only a sign of a troubled marriage, but could also be the start of a larger plan to protect Abbott and stop Victor. Audra, who has come forward to reveal Victor's secret, could be a key player in this plan, or she could be eliminated by Jack after her information is no longer valuable. However, Victor is not someone to be taken lightly. He has proven time and time again that he is always one step ahead in this power game. Will Jack and Diane's plan be strong enough to deal with Victor, or will they be drawn into more complex schemes he has prepared? In the complex world of the young and the restless, nothing is simple. Jack and Diane's relationship is not only personal, but also involves work, family, and ambitions for power. Both are facing major challenges, and how they overcome them will determine their future, as well as the future of Abbott. Subscribe to Yonder for the latest news on our channel.